After launching a strong competitor for the Redmi Note 7, Realme is back with its most powerful smartphone till date. The new Realme 3 Pro strives to be the best handset in the sub 20,000 price segment by offering a Snapdragon 710 processor, which was usually seen on handsets priced above 25,000. But is that the only thing that will make you buy this phone? Let's find out. The 3 Pro takes similar design cues as its younger sibling, the Realme 3. There's a water drop notch sitting on top of the display with a vertically aligned dual camera module at the back. You also get a more refined gradient color finish at the back, something which a lot of smartphone manufacturers are experimenting with these days. The back is polycarbonate once again, and while it doesn't feel cheap per se, it is inferior in terms of longevity when compared to the Gorilla Glass finish on the Redmi Note 7 Pro. Also, I had a hard time dealing with fingerprints and smudges at the back. Okay, so let's get the specifications out of the way. The Realme 3 Pro features a 6.3-inch 1080p resolution IPS LCD display with Gorilla Glass 3 protection. Beating at its heart is a Qualcomm Snapdragon 710 processor with options of either 4GB of RAM with 64GB of internal storage or 6GB of RAM with 128GB of storage, which is the one that we are reviewing. Both the variants come with dual SIM option and a dedicated microSD card slot. Now on paper, this one has a slight edge over the Note 7 Pro. Despite having the Pro moniker in its name, Realme has decided to choose a microUSB port instead of a Type-C. But the good thing is the phone supports Oppo's VOOC 20W fast charging, which can take the battery from 0 to 90% in about an hour. Speaking of which, the handset comes with a 4045 mAh battery, which easily lasts all day and some more if you don't have heavy usage. Under stress, the handset managed to last at least 13 to 14 hours before it needed to be plugged again. As for the UI experience, we've already seen the new ColorOS 6 update with Android 9.0 Pie on the Realme 3. This is pretty much the same deal, except it now feels more stable and stutter-free. Overall, the handset felt very snappy to me, and the performance felt as good as the Note 7 Pro. Now, gaming performance is something that is particularly great thanks to the Adreno 616 GPU. Apart from a smooth and lag-free experience on Asphalt 9, the Realme 3 Pro managed to run PUBG Mobile on high graphics settings with almost zero frame drops. Oh, and if you're a Fortnite fan, you're in luck as the phone supports the Battle Royale game. In terms of optics, there's a 16MP camera with f1.7 aperture paired to a 5MP sensor dedicated for depth sensing. The front camera offers a 25MP sensor to take high-resolution selfies. Now, you don't get a high-resolution sensor as on the Redmi Note 7 Pro, but the camera can capture some really good details in daylight, especially when you're shooting landscapes. Colors feel nice and saturated, though some photos lack proper sharpness. Low light capability is just about fine, although the camera tends to lower down the shutter speeds, which can result in a few shakes or blurs. You can also shoot 4K videos with this camera, and there's support for 960 frames per second slow-mo videos as well. The front 25MP camera can also shoot some decent looking selfies. The Realme 3 Pro has everything going for it, giving Xiaomi enough reasons to worry about. But is it better than the Note 7 Pro? Honestly, both of them feel equally matched. While the Redmi Note 7 Pro offers a more polished feel, especially when it comes to looks, the Realme 3 Pro offers slightly better graphics performance and faster charging. Despite getting all the ticks for a perfect budget phone, the Realme 3 Pro doesn't have anything that actually stands out. Having said that, the Realme 3 Pro is a solid product and a highly recommended sub 20,000 rupees smartphone.